Hello, Grand Master.
Thank you, about 2 degrees, welcome guys. And it's, all right, I sent you the links today, just so you know.
Oh, you know?
Yeah, because Ms. Sutcliffe asked, and I'm like, okay, well, my mind's on it now. Send it to her, send it to each of everybody. But Gmail went down today, not my Gmail, but the at gmail.com. So they bounced, all of them bounced, and I'm like, I can't have 4 people's emails wrong, because they autofill. I just type in Weiner and it autofills, you know. But then, that was at 3, and it was back up 20 minutes ago, so I sent it again.
When I looked at the videos of the lady you said is very Chen-ish, the fan form. All the Chinese, like, he's like perfect control of their legs. It's weird. I don't know how they do that. Do you feel like that's a skill that comes way late, or?
It is a skill that comes with practice. It's also easier because they don't weigh very much, the switch. So Americans tend to weigh more, so it's harder on the joints and stuff to be low, like that. Good morning, good afternoon. They didn't lock Kickbutt up, did they?
No, we're not supposed to go in, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. It's just that, yes, normally to go in that way, there's a, yeah.
I
Yeah.
figured I'd better get a move on, I just
You're,
wait.
go, yeah, get a move on, it's fine. Yeah, I guess it would be like, the use of that entrance is, if you're gonna be walking through an active class, then use the other entrance, if it's available. And if you're not, like you're just showing up and you're already ready, just come in, or there's no class quite going on.
But what if there's a full moon and it's like the second Tuesday?
Switch, say that again? Your birthday?
I said, what if it's a full moon and it's like the second Tuesday?
Oh, then you definitely have to go through that entrance.
Okay.
Yeah. I was just talking to Ms. Burns about like, I wanna like figure out how people will interact with it. I mean, the idea is if there's no COVID and we have normal class attendance, those restrooms may be full and there'll be waiting going on. So it's like, well, you just avoid it. Go in and there's 4 restrooms over there. We keep them clean. And then you can wait and relax in a comfortable chair right outside the door, and then just go. On the clock, I have the same clock in there to synchronize them. So you can be like, oh, look, it's time. Or people coming through the door, exiting. You know. But we'll see.
Oh, you put the go over there and touch your legs.
Yeah, just take a half a day, but we did it today. It's the old sign from above the school. I just painted the yin on black. I gotta do a second coat and then come back with the white and touch up the white everywhere that it needs to be. Switch. No, he's not leaving, is he?
Maybe he forgot.
Nah, he's leaving. Gave up.
It looked like he was looking for
Well, I know Mr. Haley, he's kind of particular, so.
something. Want to be out of uniform.
He's like, I'll wait till next year, or no, or Thursday. That's too bad, because I was like, let's keep everyone caught up.
Is there anyone else coming back? New Year, or you don't know?
No, I think the vaccine will be the main thing for people. But I don't know. I didn't ask them. I would anticipate, Mr. Fig start rejoining us,
Oh, they was here the whole time. Doing other stuff, though.
Oh, no, but in this particular class, yeah. So. Because I imagine, like, you might have felt too, it's just like, when we couldn't really have in-person classes and stuff, you know, there's a feeling of getting behind and a discouraged feeling of wanting to come back into it. And I get it, but whatever, just come back and,
You have to start somewhere.
yeah, you gotta start somewhere. And it's not, it's really, I guess it's a perfectionist state of mind. It's like, I don't wanna do it unless I'm perfect at it. It's like, well, if I had that idea, I would never open this school in the first place.
You know, where you said that when I saw a lot of people that got their first year black sash thought they were done.
Yeah, it's the beginning, yeah. So you know enough that we can have a conversation and, in the terms of Tai Chi and Kung Fu. And some people aren't goal oriented like that, and part of the, nothing to sneeze at, like, someone decides they don't wanna do it after, let's just say it took them 4 or 5 years to get the black sash, then, did I say switch?
No, but you said,
Okay.
how come we don't do, you said this is cloudy, how come we don't do both as an alternative?
I don't know, I just stick to chosen size format.
Also too, this motion in Laojia is kind of like a fan over.
Yeah, he does a little bit more of a fan over
And
here.
here you're doing more of a,
I'm still toned inside, but yeah.
so both are fine, it's just like a stylistic type thing.
Yep. It's you're trying to feel, the whole point of it is the feeling, the connection to your feet and your legs. And then, yeah, it could express a little bit different in the hands. Good observation. Mr. Haley, what was he looking for? Because he decided to leave.
I don't know, maybe he forgot his phone or something?
Is Quan down maybe?
I didn't realize, I thought he was coming in.
No, he gave up on whatever he was looking at and looking
Oh,
for.
See,
You guys can come down here if you want.
Yeah.
You wanna come down here?
Yeah, if you want to scoot some more, you can.
I went to look under my car before it got dark. Because, I don't know if it's my imagination, but I felt like I could hear a whistling noise and I was thinking, you know, the last time I changed the oil, I swore I put that plastic cover back on, but I thought I better check.
My car's whistling right now when I go in reverse. It sounds like someone squeaking a tiny horn telling me, don't hit me,
weird.
don't hit me.
Well, I was gonna say, there must be something loose under my car, so I was just looking to see if there was anything like really obvious hanging down.
Except that if you say you have a screw loose,
Yeah, I probably do. There's probably a lot of people tell you that. But there's nothing hanging down, dragging on the ground. That's what I was worried about. I see cars going along with that bit flapping underneath, and I said, yes, I don't want that to be me.
Nothing dragging on the ground? Is that
Nothing
it?
dragging on the ground, nothing flapping like that. I did have an Austin cop who pulled me over years ago, and I was driving my old car, and he said, you know, I pulled you over, and I said, no, he said, your front bumper's half on the ground and it's dragging on, I was like, oh, no, not again. It's like, go home and get your husband to fix it. Okay. I guess a twist tie is not gonna do the job anymore.
Let's do 2 more. Oh.
That's unfortunate.
Feels like I have the heat clicked on. We don't need heat tonight, do we?
it's getting warm pretty quick.
Way nicer in here than it was in my classroom
Oh,
today.
nothing's on.
My classroom's like an icebox. I was shivering the whole time.
Yeah, 71 in here, but I like it at 68, so we're taking down. So opening the door would do the same thing, but. Okay, that's good. We won't need to do the extra Qigongs. That was just something bonus for last unit, since we had finished the forms. They haven't come in yet. I think there's a whole backlog of shipping for everything. So, you said you'd like the stick. This one's mine.
That's
that's my long staff.
You go first.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'm so excited about Quando. We're doing Laojia first. So.
We should put some silver foil on the end so it can be the shiny point.
Well, not for a day or two while we wait for the Quando to come in.
Just a bit of tin foil.
It's not a bad idea.
I'm gonna get a big piece of tin foil and make my own from a stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, get a piece of tin foil.
Get some card stock, get some duct tape card stock, and then wrap the whole thing
You would
in
do
We
tin foil.
got it,
You
and a
always do
broom
that.
handle.
You always like weird stuff.
That's the sort of stuff I do.
Okay. Yeah, let's see what we remember. Do you need me to follow or you want, oh yeah, let's do it together first. Here we go. Do you feel it?
Yes. Yeah.
Wanting to do Sinja, I mean the R loop. Oh, I know, but it wants to do this. Am I right? Did you feel it?
I
Anyway.
was like, it's slow, that means it's about to go.
Yeah, wrong form. Okay, so. Do we do more?
No, sorry.
Do one more.
Matt, if you go micro the last stepping back motion.
Yes, we'll do that. And the good news is, if you feel a lot, you know, what I said, there's someone that will be joining the class that didn't get all of this, so we'll have to go back over it. So let's do it at least 3 times from the top, and then I'll do instruction. So we'll go up to, no new moves, but up to the moves we worked on, and then I'll go back and instruct. Okay, one more time up to there, and then yes, I'll. that, you see us yet?
Kind of.
The darker it gets out there, the more it's here.
Sorry?
Remember at the old school, we faced the windows, and the windows, late enough at night, the windows would become a mirror,
Yes.
another mirror. So, once it gets darker and darker, you look out there, you're like, oh,
Don't seem to have the same problem with the sun, just like blinding, you know.
well, wait till the sometime.
I must have just missed that video.
Okay, so, take a look at it, it's just a continuous motion. If I'm, oh, is anyone there help watching us?
Oh.
Nope.
Maybe Mr. Henry will go home and watch.
I don't know. Okay, keeps it interesting. So we do the Buddha stand. So here, Buddha stand. And then you grow out of that for your circle, but then you're on the left to step back right, and then you come through and step back left, and then your wide crane spread wings. So just a couple steps. Okay. Let me come in front of y'all and we'll do that from the Buddha stand. So here we are, the Buddha stand. And Buddha. And then we spiral. And then we step back. We keep circling. We step back, keep circling. And we go down. Yeah, you could say that the Sinja Ilu and the Sinja Arlu, the one we just did, the Sinja Arlu, you could call them 3rd degree or 4th degree difficulty level. Right? Just like I refer to the 38 form, that's black sash difficulty level. So if you're learning it when you're a red sash, it should feel extra hard because you're not there. So if you're, this is 2nd degree black sash level form. It's like this is a form, it should be the right amount of challenge for someone in 2nd degree. That's not way too much. It's feeling a little easier is what I'm saying. But we reset that feeling by doing the Arlu, the Sinja Arlu, because that was so much harder. So, all right, one more time with me, that ending part, and then I'll just see if you can practice it on your own from the top. Make sure you got it, see if you have any questions, and then we can do another little section. So, the so-called lead form. Okay, so Buddha stand, Buddha warrior crown mortar, 5 Laojia, white crane spread wings. Okay. Okay, just try it on your own. Drink water, and we'll do the next part in a few minutes unless there's questions. Yeah, so this is a good question. You know, in some ways, Chen Lei and his demonstration in this form is a little less expressive than some of the other forms, even 38 form, how Chen Sai talks about, you know, and circling around. He's much more like relaxed about it. So you're on the single whip and you pull, and then you come up and pull, very similar to the 38 form. Then you got to pivot to come up. So it's going to still go out a little bit. See how my shoulders are toward the 30 degrees that way? But look, it's so brief that I'm here, I'm almost immediately here. And that's the same with the other one. That's the same with the very first one. When we're here, we take our little step, and then we go like this. It also comes out, and it turns past, and then comes here anyways. It just doesn't do the flippy thing that Chen Sai does. If we're following like the form on the video, like watch Chen Lei's 7 different videos, he might flick his hand on one of them. But if I'm going to just say, hey, here's a video, we're just going to do it like this video, then that's the answer. And you can just look for it. You'll look for it just kind of passing and going, gosh, well, he sure is keeping his wrist kind of stiff. That's my thought, but that is what he's doing. Yeah, but he still does. He still opens because we still have to use our body to come up and to come down. So, yeah. So you see, So you see, if I go like that, I still have to. I'm still like letting my whole body open and close. And I might be exaggerating a little bit just so you can see it, because he is very slight that way and then coming in. Which is why you have to ask about it, because it's not really like standing out as something to.
Well, I found myself there, then I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
So you're here, then you just come forward, and then I'm exaggerating coming out a little bit, but you're coming out and coming in right away. So if I keep with the momentum, I'd be like this, but I lead into the next move immediately, then it's that.
Thanks.
Yeah, and you know about that. Before the whip is done, we've changed directions. So we don't have the full furloughing, or furloughing, is that right? Of a flag?
Unfurling.
Unfurling, that's the one. That's not how a full unfurling. Before we finished unfurling, we pulled it a different way. So if we had just stopped, it would have kept going. So,
I'm just letting my hand move naturally instead of consciously thinking I have to flick at the end of the move.
all right, new part. New part. So this is, these are easy to name because it's 38 form and it's Laojia. It's all the traditional moves. Sometimes it's hard to identify them when you put a fan in your hand. You're like, well, which is that all lazy about tying your robe? Okay, well this is a oblique. So you just do it with me. I'll get in the front. It's done a little bit different than Chen Sai's Laojia, and it's done different than Chen Sai's 38 form. Okay, so this will come across as being new. Well, depending on how far we get. Anyways, because it's an oblique form, but then it repeats itself. So it's like oblique twice. But we'll do oblique once to get that down first. So we've done our white crane. So we have a little stretching up, just because we're about to sink and step forward. And it looks like we're going to do brush knee, but it's oblique because we come up. And then we go out, and we open, and then we settle. So here we are, we have our shoulders that way, right? Okay? Yeah. Let's try it again. From here. Looks like a deep brush knee, but it's oblique. And so the stance, you see, the stance is like a brush knee stance. Okay? It's a much more of an oblique. On Chen Sai's, he would step diagonal. Right? Yeah. I know. Yeah. It's brush knee. Okay. It's not brush knee. So let's do it again. We're here, and it comes up, and it comes down, and it brushes. And then you're bent. You get to be bent over because it's oblique. And then when you get to here, when you settle, you're going to be perpendicular to your hips. Then you're going to scoop here, come in, and go down. Yeah, well, it is, it's those moves, but not. So, yeah, okay, let's do it a couple more times, and then I'll let you practice a little bit, and depending on how much time we have, I can do the next oblique, or save the next oblique for Thursday. I believe it's another oblique, and then a brush knee, for step. Okay. Okay, white crane, twist, and sink, and brush, but come up for the oblique, and step. And then scoop on either side of the leg, come up, right hand's on the inside, crosses coming up, sinks pushing down. And then there's more, another oblique, and then a step through oblique. Okay, I'll let you try it. So really, the classical feeling, the classical traditional feeling of this form is just so nice.
And it feels like young feels.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, do you want to tease it forward a little bit, or just go ahead and go to preview? Okay, preview. So preview, you don't have to get it. It'll be like last time. I just show you a little bit more, and you're like, you contemplate it. So you can do it with me if you want. So we still from white crane. We come up, we go here, we go here, here, and here. And then we come down, we come up, we push down, and guess what? We're going to step, but instead of doing the oblique, we're going to step forward. So it looks like an odd move, and then we're going to step forward, and then this becomes the oblique. And then we do this again. And then it's going to do some other new moves after that. Is that good as a sneak peek? Want to keep working on that? Or go to the Quando? Quando, all right. So that's just a sneak peek, push it forward. As you know, we'll have to review it anyways for those that missed.
What percentage of the form is
Loading.
1/15. 1/15 of the form. Yeah, it's about 1/15. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if we do the pace that Chen Lei does it, it'll be about 15, 16-minute form. So if we've done 1/15, we've done a minute's worth. What?
No, I just remember last year, this year, so I was only 8.5, 9 minutes before.
Yeah, the form is fast. Yeah.
A lot could happen.
Yeah. Between these two forms, we got about 15. But as you'll see, no, they're familiar. They're more familiar moves to you, as you know the 38 already, and the R move. Oh yeah, see what you remember on your own. That's a good idea. I was like, seeing people peeking in, and we'll lock the door and do the buzzer thing.
The buzzer?
You didn't know how to buzzer?
Well, I do now.
I can buzz you in.
Oh.
I can lock the door and then just buzz the people I want to come in. It's also good to check see who's outside while I'm holding a big weapon.
Whoa, slowly carrying, softly carrying big.
Yeah, I saw, oh yeah, well, I'm softly and carry an armored tank division, I always say. Okay, that was it. Okay, did you ever learn the Wudang staff?
Yes.
Okay, so it's gonna be the same thing for Wudang staff as this. You gotta imagine that you're in a really narrow hallway. And you don't, so you want not so much side to side turning here, but, when you get to, where are we on that? So, actually, let's just do it from the top. And I'll review it. Okay, so here we are, boom. Here, and then skip. Here, and then come through. And here. And then the next part, oh yeah, we go here. Yeah, no, we just go here. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. And then we go here.
Sorry, so you're going really fast in that part.
Oh, sorry. Let's go from the top again. So we're here. Then we go here. Then we go back. Then we can do a cat stance. Then we circle. Yep, and we bring it over. Right, and then what do we do?
That's where you get into the split.
Yeah, so you go here. And then, see this, this needs to always be like a wheel. Yeah. And then on the last one, we'll work on it. We have plenty of time to work on it today. This is where it ends. Just take a step, put it on your left.
Where's it going from there before there?
Where it is now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, take a step. No, don't take a step. Take a step to the left. And then, yeah, there.
Oh.
It's less complicated than you
Just so you
think.
on that side of his body, and I was like, how do I get there?
Yeah.
I figured it out.
You do that, boom, exactly.
I didn't stay in between this.
Yeah, don't, I mean, if I see a top view, I don't wanna see much of this during the spins. You're the one moving around your weapon, so your weapon's moving, and you're like, how do I keep that weapon always turning towards the, yeah. So, although we have a how-to, All right, I'll do it again, and that'll help get y'all reviewed and to practice a little bit more.
So can you move to the left a little bit?
Of course.
It's just easier to see that.
Yeah, we're not really, depending on the recording. All right, here we are, boom. Boom. And then, boom. Here. Then here. And here. And here. It's 3 times, and on the 3rd time, or the 4th time, you come out of it instead of crossing.
So the third one ring around? And the third.
I'd have to do it fast to remember. It's like, you just remember 3 rings around the moon. So you do 3 times, just cross behind 3 times, and then don't cross behind the 4th time. But as you start to cross behind the 4th time, you don't cross behind, you step into a bow stance. So here I am, here, right? And I'm stepping behind, oh, I gotta go faster. I'm here, I'm stepping behind once, stepping behind twice, stepping behind 3 times, then come out. Then go back, monkey hop 1, monkey hop 2, monkey hop 3. You remember that?
I remember hopping around. We still haven't got to the
Me?
hop bit.
Don't worry about the monkey hops yet.
We just did the first one of those.
The first monkey hop,
I don't know what you want to call it.
the new move that I just did.
Yeah, the one.
Okay.
The 3.
Oh, the 3. So you come here, and you go here. So it's 1. Go. And 2. As it cuts up. Go. And 3. As it cuts up. And come out. Yep, lost on that one. It's okay. Here's what I'm gonna do a little differently. This suckle scoot back more towards the Tai Chi. Spurns towards the Tai Chi. Mr. Weiner towards the Tai Chi. And then I'll get in front of you like this is the front of class. We can all go this way. Just watch for the mirror. Okay? So, we've come up to here. I'm sorry, we come up to, let's pick up a better move. We did it here. And then, no. We did it to, where am I? Oh yeah, thank you. You're here, your trap stance. Spin it, everything spins on the right. Bring it over to your left. And your monkey hop 1, or jumping kneeling 1, then crank it. Jumping kneeling 2. Jumping kneeling 3. Both hands. Then monkey hop 1, monkey hop 2, monkey hop 3. That's just if you remember it. Was that enough of the, not the brand new stuff, but
It helps, I still need to work on it.
okay,
It helps.
yeah, try it. Just try it on in your zone to kind of work out what you got, what you didn't get. I don't know how to get you not to do it. Here, let me see if I can get you. Let me see if I can copy you doing it. And then you can break it. Over here, you go here, and then you end up spinning it like across this way. When really, after you go here, look in the mirror, that'll do. Go here, now let the blade cut by in front of you as you turn out of it. That's not, it went out way over there. Like, look how I'm getting out of the way. See? That's the difference. Move your butt back.
Okay.
Yep. I'll do it with you. I'll do it with you. We'll use the mirror. We're here. Well, we're here. Yeah, we're here. And then it's cutting. Now, it's cutting right at, see, it's coming right at my groin. No, you're just going over there for some reason. Go right at your own groin. No, you twisted. You went like, you twisted over. Look in the mirror. Oh, you'll get it. I'll be with you. You're cross. Cut right at your own groin. Yeah, like there's a wall right in front of you, wall behind you. Now untwist. Why did yours turn around? Try that again. You're here. You cut. You're cutting at your own toes. Keep cutting. Get it cutting upwards. Keep it cutting up. Oh man, I'm messing it up now. You're here. Here. Things to come. Oh, I see. Have it always pointing at this line.
Let me get on this side.
Yeah.
Turn out.
So, get it always down the puzzle piece line. So I've got a puzzle piece line here. Got puzzle piece line here. I'm gonna step, and I'm cutting towards the puzzle piece line. And then now, maybe I'm a few inches to the left of the puzzle piece line. Then, I keep cutting the puzzle piece line and step through. And then keep cutting the ceiling on that same line. Yeah, and then change the beat. Yeah. And then keep cutting. And then now, take a jump nailing so you can keep it cutting the same way. Yeah. There you go. Oh, I spent so many hours on Udon staff with people to get that.
I'm still getting a little dizzy.
Yeah, that's correct. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, you got the right idea. Yeah, and yeah.
It's still making me a little dizzy.
How do you do it where it's not bulging out?
It's timing. It doesn't really stay on the line, but the wheel turns on the line. Like, the wheel's not gonna wobble. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it, yeah. You have to alternate between, remember how we said, sometimes people learn this and like, oh, but I'm stuck, I can't go anywhere. Every time it's stuck, that's when you twist out of it.
I had this done.
That's another way of looking at it. Watch it come at you. Every time it's stuck, you twist out of it to let it keep going where it wants to and not go to a left and right, like, or north and south. So every time it's stuck, here, I'm stuck. Well, I'm fine through that, then I'm, I can't go. Yeah, I can. There we go. I have to let that untie the knot that I'm stuck, turn the body to the stuckness, and you see how I got out of the way? I went, that's a little ridiculous, but if you're moving continuously, you'll find a path for it that keeps it mostly rolling, for lack of a better term, rolling, should roll that way, not wobble.
I figured out that the best way for me was just to not think about it, and I went home with when I first started on staff, and I just sat there wishing around the backyard near nobody until it sort of finally clicked in, and now I can't do it slowly. Because then I think about it, and then I can't do it.
That's right. If you keep practicing that, Miss Burns, you'll have it. Yeah. And if you turn out of the way of it right at the right time, it won't swing cutting out towards the front of the room. But if your arms try to compensate for the fact that you didn't time it right, your arms will go, well, we need to go over here now. Yeah. And it's your body that should say we need to go over here now. And actually, your arms are probably doing the right thing, they just needed more twisting in your body. But I think you got it now, so. Ouch. Are you starting the class tonight? Oh, okay, yeah. Welcome back. Oh, check it out.
Oh, yeah. Looks good.
I gotta do a second
Come
coat.
through, Miss Hooker.
I gotta do a second coat on the yin yang and touch it up. Okay, that's good. You'll practice it, we get it. Let's do the next part. I just wanna keep pushing it forward because, why not? Right.
Why not?
We're gonna have 2 weeks off, right? So I might as well give you something to practice. So the next part. Oh wait. Okay, we ended here again. Okay, we're doing this again, and monkey hop. and monkey hop. And monkey hop. Single whip. I'll do it again. Same deal, it just keeps spinning the same way. You reverse out the cut here, and then you take it around, and then it's stuck. We monkey hop out of it. And we cut and cut. Oh, I'm stuck again. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, but if I just twist and twist and twist and stop. So, yep, and tuck it and boom. It's like we did 3 jump to kneelings that way and then came out of it. We did 3 monkey hops back into the single whip.
This reminds me of the end of the double saber form, whereas you kind of like, I don't
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
because it feels off.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about, where you have to do that. Yeah. Avoiding who's. Was that enough to get it, or do you want to try it with me again? Okay, so we came out of the other new hard move, and we reverse it, go back, and we lock ourselves up, unlock ourselves out of it, monkey hop. Unlock ourselves out of it, monkey hop. Unlock ourselves out of it, monkey hop, and stop, single whip.
A minute, moment.
And then it gets a lot harder. These are all the easy moves to start with. Yeah. Yeah. Now it gets some crazy, like at one point we're like, oh! Then like,
Yeah, it's again like double saber.
oh yeah, see?
And then we get to swing it around instead.
Yes, yeah, but you have to go like this and let it go around your head on its own. I'm just kidding. Is that what you're talking about? In the Kung Fu form, you have to do that.
I remember a bit where we had to actually let it go all the way around. And we were all having to be very careful with that because there was so many of us.
And where'd you
I
chop
like
your
the
head off?
skipping. I like the skipping part.
Oh, yeah.
It's the part where you kind of skip away. We have time. So see if you can do it, the new part on your own, or even from the top on your own. And before time's up, we'll do it one more time as a group.
The mini part, just skip.
It's okay. Like I said, I'm kind of dumping a lot of moves on you guys since we'll have people join us and we'll have to review all these moves anyways. So. Getting it? What was that?
Get my cardio in.
you want. Okay, let's do it one more time from the top. Okay. If you flip when the weapon goes up, that makes it easy. Right? So if you go up, see how the hop happens when the weapon's up. The hop happens when the weapon's up. Does that make sense? It'll make more sense than hopping up when your weapon's going down. Like I said, the moves start getting more complicated after that. Alright, we honor the masters who came before us and seek to follow their examples.
Had a Grand Master.
Thank you. Bow to second degree, black sash with advanced black sash class.